What's up guys, Houndish here, and today it's time for another Xur visit in Destiny 2 for the weekend beginning the 25th of July. I actually managed to get Xur first time loading into the tower right here, so let's see what it's got for us this week. Of course, with all of the updates that we got with Edge of Fate, we've got the Mechaniers Trick Sleeves, 4 Hunters, total stat roll of 59. Man, these exotic stats at the moment. We've got Omnioculus as well though, for the Hunter, with a Bulwark archetype. The Trick Sleeves were Brawler, by the way. This one, a total stat roll of 62, which is about as good as exotic rolls actually get, I believe, at the moment, minus things that you may already have. So maybe this is worth picking up for some folks. I don't believe Xur was selling these before Edge of Fate. I'm not 100% sure, but that's an interesting one. Then we've got the Peregrine Greaves for Titans, total stat roll of 58. That is a specialist roll. The Cadmus Ridge Lance Cap as well, total stat roll of 60, and that's a Paragon archetype. Otherwise, we've got Karnstein Armlets, total of 60 once again, in the Grenadier archetype. The second Filaments for Warlocks with the Brawler archetype, and that's a total of 60. So the Omnioculus, being the best roll of the week. And of course, exotic class items available every week now at Xur, which is nice. And wow, immediately seeing some Trials weapons showing up here. But first, for the exotics, we've got Hawkmoon, which has got opening shot. Then there is the Huckleberry, Fighting Lion, and Darcy, if you need any older exotics. For Catalyst, though, we do have the Borealis Catalyst this week, as well as the Le Monarch Catalyst. So if you need to add those to collections, certainly worth picking up. But onto the legendary stuff right here. We have the Farewell sidearm. This one's got Subsistence and Adrenaline Junkie, which might be a little bit fun. There's also the Legal Action 2. This one has Feeding Frenzy and Adrenaline Junkie. Is it going to be an Adrenaline Junkie week, potentially? The Adamantite from back in Heresy right here has Pugilist as well as Frenzy, which might be a little bit of fun. Otherwise, though, there is the Eye of Sol, as we can see, now that Xur can sell older Trials loot, which is pretty wild. This one's got Slick Draw as well as Firing Line. Otherwise, though, we have the Sheora's Wrath. Of course, these are not the Adept variants, although there are some Adept weapons in Xur's inventory. This one's got Strategist, as well as High Impact Reserves. Not in the inventory this week, I should clarify, but he does have the potential to sell Nightfall Adept weapons. Otherwise, there is the Cruel Mercy, which has Lone Wolf, as well as Kill Clip. And then, as we move along, we've got Honor's Edge, and this one rolls with Tireless Blade and Shattering Blade. Otherwise, there is the Just In Case Sword, which has got Unrelenting and Thresh, which could be a little bit of fun. And then we have the Summoner right here, which actually has Subsistence as well as Onslaught, which isn't a terrible roll, really, for PvE stuff especially. So maybe some things to grab there for folks that want to add them to collections, or just because they look shiny. Let's try our luck at the Strange Weapon Engram a couple of times right here, just to see if anything different or interesting drops. There is the Liturgy that just dropped right there from back in Revenant, so you can get a bunch of the episode stuff from this past year or so. So that's the strange offers. For more strange offers, though, we have Ascendant Shards, Enhancement Cores, Glimmer, and Raid Banners available this week. So there we go, guys. That sums up Xur for the week. Certainly a couple of interesting bits that folks may want to grab, including some Trials weapons that you may not have picked up if you don't play Trials. So let me know in the comment section if there's anything that catches your fancy this week. But if you found the video helpful, a rating really does help us out on the channel. Also be sure to get subscribed for more Destiny content, and I will keep you posted. But otherwise, I appreciate you tuning in, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.